You want to fix your Galaxy Watch 3 battery because it sucks. You're going to need a couple of things. First up, your Galaxy Watch 3 and your replacement battery, a Y-head screwdriver, a PH00 or 000 screwdriver for your mainboard, as well as a prying tool. If you want to give your watch the premium treatment, you're going to need the following things, which are optional, but great. Some isopropyl alcohol in order to clean your watch, to clean the residue, and some B7000 glue in order to partially restore the water resistance. It's not going to be like before, but more on that later. Let's get into it. So first up, you're going to want to take off the wristbands of your Galaxy Watch. Just pull the thing here. Same thing for the bottom one. And power your Galaxy Watch off. Then, if you want to give the premium experience, you're going to want to put a bit of isopropyl alcohol in an ear tip and just clean the screws for a bit, just to make sure that there's no residue or anything on it. Now you'll have to unscrew the 4 screws located at the top and the bottom of your Galaxy Watch using your Y-shaped screwdriver. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you just have to find an entry point and just try and remove the back. As you can see now it's open. I end up using this prying tool and just fixing it and just pulling. Now just take the back off. Be aware of this rubber gasket that you don't damage it, as this will help at least partially restore your water safety. Now as you're putting the back off, be very careful, as the heart rate sensor has a pin here that you'll have to unplug. Be really careful that you don't rip it, because else your heart rate and stress levels and whatnot won't work anymore. So after having that removed, just take the back off. And there's your watch. Here, just go ahead and remove all connectors. And then use your small screwdriver to unscrew the one screw that there is. And just take the main board off. This is holding the main board back. Just have to carefully take it. And there's your battery. If you have it available, I would recommend that you put a tiny bit of isopropyl alcohol below the battery. Just don't exaggerate, so that the battery adhesive will loosen. Then let it about 5 minutes just to loosen the adhesive. After you've let it sit for about 2 to 5 minutes, just take your prying tool and try prying the battery out. This might take multiple tries, and with every try it might get higher and higher. And then be careful. This is your old battery, and then you'll take your new battery. But before you put your new battery in, you want to make sure that you've got something to hold it. That's where this piece of double-sided tape comes in. I'm just going to put the tape over here, just glue it on, and take the top parts off. Getting a pair of tweezers makes the job much easier. And just like that, as you can see, we've got a small sticky film installed that will hold our battery in place. And then just like that, we're going to go ahead and install the new battery. First of all, make sure that the connector is aligned properly. There's a point for it to enter perfectly. So as you can see, it's now positioned perfectly. Then I'll just go ahead and put the battery in. And I'll just take this and snap it into place. After you've popped your battery in, you're going to want to take your main board and make sure that all the connectors are aligned upwards. And then install the main board, making sure that all those connectors are above the main board. Just like so. And then you'll press it down here. It's got a couple of clamps until it clicks in. And you'll connect the connectors. Then here you're going to screw the mainboard screw back in. Make sure to tighten it, but not too hard, so that the battery pins will make contact. And then take your back plate and put the connector onto the main board. Like that. As you can see, it clicked. Pop the back plate on and give it a quick test boot just to see that it works. As you can see, it does work. Now we'll wait for it to boot. Power it back off, and now put the back plate, tilt the back plate slightly open. So now if you have some glue, you're going to slowly go around the watch. I would not rely on this. It's completely up to you. I am not responsible if you water damage your Galaxy Watch after this repair. So I would still be cautious, but at least some part of the dust resistance should theoretically be restored. So I'm going to click it down, just like that, and then screw it in an X shape, bottom right, top left, bottom left, and then top right. Now once you've screwed them in, you're gonna want to go again in that X shape that you originally put them in and just press down and tighten them up so that the pressurization acts accordingly. Oops. Be careful. Having that done, you're just gonna have to put on the wristbands. Top one is the short one, and the bottom one is the longer one. Just put on one part, take your fingernail, put it in, and just wiggle it around in the second part until it clicks. Just like that. And boom, you've got your Galaxy Watch 3 fixed. Good as new.